So far we have seen the nature method of vegetative reproduction. Now we are going to see about artificial method of reproduction. What is meant by artificial method of reproduction? So method of reproduction which will be utilized by agriculturists as well as horticulturists by artificial method, by human being, by themselves. Such a type of method is called, such a type of vegetative method is called, what do you call? Artificial method of vegetative reproduction. These are broadly divided into three types. One is cutting, another one is grafting, and third one is laying. What is cutting? So here also, some of the plants, they are unable to produce seeds or viable seeds, unable to reproduce by regular method of vegetative reproduction or sexual reproduction. Such a type of plants can be done by human being by using the vegetative method. For example, part of the stem. If you see sugarcane, so if you see the sugarcane, these are having a lot of internodes and nodes. At the nodes there will be a birds. So along with the birds at the nodal region, the plant part or stem is cut into pieces. If these pieces is planted in the soil, they can develop into new plant. This is cutting. Similarly, a lot of cuttings can be done in some of the plants like rose plant or hibiscus. These are all the plants, even what do you call morinda. Morinda is moringa. So each and every plant, the part of the stem, if you cut into pieces, each and every pieces are planted in the soil, they can develop into new plant. If it is producing the young plant from the part of the stem, this type of cutting is called stem cutting. So cuttings are various types: stem cutting, leaf cutting, root cutting. So if you are doing birds are cut from roots, it is called root cutting. So if the birds are arises, or if the cutting is made on the leaves, are called leaf cutting. For example, Moraya or even begonia or brayophyllum, such a type of plants we can use leaf cutting. But most of the cuttings can be done in stem cutting. So I can show you later on about video clipping regarding the cuttings. Next one is grafting. This is also another method of artificial method of reproduction. So what is this method is going on? Originally it is not reproduction. We can able to increase the quality of the plant. What do you mean by quality of the plant? Either increasing the yield or producing the disease resistant variety. Or very useful variety of plant can be done by crossing two plants. So crossing two plants which can able to develop into a single plant. This type of method is called grafting. For example, the similar size of the stem used to be selected for grafting. So this is one plant, this is another plant, which are having same size of thickness. Then if you make a slice on both the part, then you can join, then tie over with various, either you can bandage with either rope or by bandage with either wrapping material. After wrapping it, 2 weeks to 4 months period itself, they can join together. Suppose the part of the plant which are connected to the soil, which are called a stalk, the part of the plant will be grafting, which will be called a scion. So this grafting is consists of two important parts like stalk as well as scion. What do you mean by stalk? What do you mean by scion? For example, this is two plant. This is plant A, this is plant B. This A plant is being with your home garden, but this A plant is not producing very good quality or big size of fruit or delicious fruits might not be produced. Your friend having a very good plant in the house, which is B plant, for example. This plant is producing high yielding, very delicious, large size of fruit, number of fruits also more. Such a type of things are the gene of interest. This is the quality you like. So if this quality you want to keep in your house also, you can able to make by grafting. For example, the similar kind of plant can be joined together. The part of the plant which is being A, which is rooted, remains rooted, plant is called as stalk. That means your plant is A is stalk and your front plant is called as scion. After joining this, the root part of your front plant, that is B plant, will be cut off and the top part of your own plant is cut off. So the root part is your own plant, the top part is your front plant. That means, so two plants are joined together. One is your plant, another one is your front plant. Both are joined together. After developing the connections, after a few years, each and every plant which will be producing from your fronts like high yielding, high quality, large size of fruit, plenty of fruits, everything can be produced in your own plant. Such a type of method of vegetative method of artificial method of reproduction is called grafting. First of all, we shall discuss about the bud grafting. In the bud grafting, we have to select a bud as a scion. This is a very good quality. So, in the main stem, we have to make a T-shaped cutting. One is horizontal cutting, another one is vertical cutting, which is make a T-shaped cutting on the bark, not in the stem. So, after making a T-shaped cutting on the bark, we have to open this bark. After opening it, this buds to be inserted inside. Now it is acting like a scion. This is acting like a stalk. So after joining this, after inserting these buds inside the T-shaped opening, then we have to wind it over with the help of rope. After 1 to 2 months or even 4 months, they can join together. They can develop into a new branch. So these branches can able to produce high quality, high yielding, or very large size of fruits can be produced. So such a type of grafting is called bud grafting. Next one is called approach grafting. So in this approach grafting, both the plants are remains rooted. So one is potted, another one is ground rooted. So such a type of plants to be selected. Both the plants to be having equal thickness of stem to be selected. Then both the plants have to be sliced equally. Then you have to join together. Then tied over with the help of rope. Then afterwards you can leave it. After a few months, they can join together. After joining together, so this is acting like a stalk. This is acting like a scion. So the scion part, lower level of scion part is removed, as well as upper level of the stalk part is removed. Then this is acting like a stalk. This is acting like a scion. Now these are combined together, acting like approach grafting. This next grafting is tongue grafting. So in this tongue grafting, a slanting cut is made. Obliquely we have to cut it into a slanting cut. Then similarly, suppose this is scion, this is stalk. So this scion is joined with this stalk, which is making like a tongue-like shape of cutting on slice, like obliquely. Then you can join together with the rope. Then both of them join together within a few weeks. Then they can develop into new plant. So this is called tongue grafting. Another one is ground grafting. Ground grafting is having a large stalk. So this stalk is having plenty of scion can be inserted. So we can make it a lot of wedge-shaped scion have to be made, which are very good useful plant for us. So they have to be inserted as many number of possible. This scion can be inserted on this ground stalk. Such a type of grafting is called ground grafting. So next one is called wedge grafting. Wedge grafting. So this is the shape of wedge. So wedge is a device which is used by the carpenter. So which is similar to the wedge shaped structure. That is why it is called as wedge grafting. So here wedge shaped scion is made. Similarly, V shaped stalk is also have to be made. Then both are inserted together. After inserting the scion into the stalk, then we have to tie it with the help of rope. Then these are joined together. So this type of grafting is called wedge grafting. So these are 4-5 different kinds of grafting. They are bud grafting, approach grafting, tongue grafting, ground grafting, and wedge grafting. Now we are going to discuss about layering. What is layering? So layering is nothing but, actually, layering is a part of vegetative reproduction, or either it is a type of vegetative reproduction which can be done artificially by the agriculture as well as horticulture department. For example, layerings are nothing but, actually, layering is nothing but a branch of plant which is producing roots along retained with the parent plant. That means the branch of plant which is producing the roots along with the parent plant. After formation of root, you can detach the rooted plant, they can develop into new plant. For example, this layering is two kinds. One is mound layering, another one is air layering. What is meant by mound layering? So this is a kind of plant we can use which are having a large lengthy branches producing plant. For example, rose plant, such a type, some of the jasmine plant can be used for mound layering. So these long branches to be bent down, to buried inside the soil. If necessary, you can keep some stone on this burial area. After few weeks, here some roots may be arises. After formation of roots, this part of the stem can be cut, that can be developed into new plant. So such a type of layering is called mound layering. So second kind of layering is called air layering. What is the differences between mound layering and air layering? The layering can be done in the air, that is why it is called as air layering. So it is a branch of plant which is near to the node. So just above the node, we have to make a girdle around the bark. That means we should not cut inside the white color xylem. Xylem and phloem should not be cut off. Only bark to be removed, form a ring-like girdle to be made. After formation of girdle, we can add some hormones like auxins and cytokinin. Along with auxin and cytokinins, you can add some moist soil, or even you can use some fibrous material, or sawdust also can be made. Sawdust is nothing but in carpentry workplaces you can get some sawdust means marat tool. So these are all the things to be collected and keep it around this girdle. Then you can tie it over this plant with the help of polythene sheet. We have to make small holes for aeration. So leave it for some days. Within 2 to 4 months, roots may be arises in the plant itself. After formation of roots, we can detach the branches. Each and every one will develop into new plant. Such a type of layering is called air layering. So air layering is two kinds. One is mound layering, another one is air layering. So these are the three artificial method of vegetative reproduction. What are they? Cutting, grafting and layering. So today this is enough.
Asexual reproduction. Generally, reproduction occurring in organisms fall under two categories: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction method helps to perpetuate its own species without the involvement of gametes. For example, in lower plants like Aspergillus, asexually reproduce through conidia. Likewise, in yeast it is through budding. In Spirogyra through fragmentation. In Marchantia through gemma. And in bacteria it is through binary fission. In higher plants, vegetative propagation by underground stem in 4 ways. They are tuber in potatoes, comb in colocasia, bulb in onion, and a rhizome in ginger. Vegetative propagation by roots develop adventitious buds on them. For example, sweet potatoes and the dahlia produces tuberous adventitious roots apart from developing buds, also store food. In some plants, adventitious buds are developed from leaves, for example, bryophylla.
Students, you can see here, this is bryophyllum plant. These bryophyllum plants are having leaf margin. These leaf margins are having notches. Each and every notches, they can develop a small bird-like structure. Along with the birds, roots also will be arises. Then after formation of roots as well as birds, each and every birds can be removed from the mother plant. They can be developed into new plant. Carry on.
Artificial methods of vegetative propagation are of two types. They are conventional and modern methods. Conventional methods include cutting, grafting and layering. Modern methods include micropropagation like tissue culture. Cutting. It is the method of producing a new plant by cutting the plant parts such as root, stem and leaf from parent plant. The cut part produces root and growth.
Students, as I told you just now about bryophyllum plant. So this is bryophyllum plant. See here, this is leaf margin. Here these are birds. as I told just now. So these are various birds. Along with the birds, these are having roots as well. So they can develop into new plant. Now you can cut each and every bird separately, each and every one develop into new plant. Or if the leaf is contact with the soil, they can be form new plant. So this is epiphyllous birds. Epiphyllous birds means, phyllis means leaf, epi means on. So birds arises on the leaves are called as epiphyllous birds. So this is the best example for epiphyllous birds in Bryophyllum.
Leaves of Bryophyllum and the buds of potatoes, stem of rose and sugar cane are also used for cutting.